guys, I thank you so much, Terry Lynn and Fran, for allowing me to be here today. This is an amazing opportunity. And just to tell you a little bit about me, I am Sheya Chesenga. I'm a business coach and the CEO and founder of It's My Time to Rise Business Institute for women entrepreneurs. We really train and teach women entrepreneurs how to really monetize their gift, their talents, their knowledge, their expertise. We teach you, we help you create your own platform, because I do believe that God has given us all a platform to serve in the marketplace, and we can be very financially lucrative doing what he has given us to do and called us to do. I put on Facebook this morning, I believe there's no reason why we should be broke. Absolutely no reason. And I didn't learn this until, of course, time goes on as we get clear about what our purpose and call is. He has given us every tool and resource within us for us to develop, to grow and learn, so we can change our own financial platform, if you will. And many of us is waiting on something to happen and waiting on a check to come in the mail or whatever the case is. But you really have the answer to your own problem. Can I get an amen? All right.
Amen.
So today, I'm really excited about this, but I'm going to share with you I wrote down 5 ways to monetize your expertise. 5 ways to monetize your expertise. And I always start in the beginning. There's a song that's by Kelly Price, and it's called It's My Time to Rise. Love it. It's my theme. I done built the whole brand on that song. And what it means is, like, it is your time to shine. It's your time to live. It really is your time to be and do what God has given you to do. There's no more getting ready to get ready. You do it or you don't. You either stay in your situation and continue to complain about what is not working for you, or you make a decision, you make a choice to say, I'm going to do better. I am going to do something that's going to change my situation. And just to give you a little glimpse, 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, I was working at a bank as a bank teller, making $13.03 an hour. Okay, now you know that is no money, right? And many people accept that. They create this thing in their mind to say, I got to do what I got to do. I got to pay the bills. You're not paying bills with $13.03 an hour. I can guarantee you that. You're not paying bills. You're barely making it. So you have the decision to choose, what am I going to do to change my situation? So I made a decision that I'm not going to live like this anymore. I am gifted. I am talented by God himself to do what I'm called to do. So here we go. The number one thing, first thing that I know, and this really is for people who provide services, you even provide a product. So if you are a speaker, you're coaching, you're doing training, you're doing organization, planning, those type of services, even a product. So a product could be an informational product. You may have written a book already, or if you haven't, I'll show you what that could be for you to create revenue. And also, it can be used a little bit in people who are in direct sales. The principles of business are all the same, no matter what business that you do. And so I'm going to share these few strategies that you can do right now. We are moving into 2016. Well, we already in 2016. So here, the number one thing that I know that really changed the course of what I know in business. The first thing that you must be clear about, and I've heard this many times before, is really getting clear on what problem are you solving in the marketplace. People are looking for solutions. And if you have a solution to their problem, they will pay you for it. All right? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you have a solution to someone's problem, they will pay you for it. But if you're not able to articulate how you solve a problem, people are not paying you. So for example, have you ever talked to people and they explaining to you what they do in business and you have no idea what they're doing? Because they're talking to you and you're like, okay, so what do you do? So my thing for you is that everyone who's watching, number one, communicate clearly how you help your potential client or customer. So example would be, if you are, I'm gonna use a coach because I'm a coach, and you help people in getting healthy. communicate it clearly. I help you become healthy, right? I'm helping you with a meal plan. I help you with some exercise tools and resources and tips that can really support you in the journey. And then I support you in your emotional accountability to stay accountable to what we've committed to. Guys, that was just really simple to explain. We don't have to get deep about it. We don't have to have this revelation about it. Just explain what you do. And when you explain it, people be able to articulate if you can help them or not. The next thing, after you are really clear about how you provide a service and what you're serving, the number one thing or second thing is that you can provide one-on-one coaching or one-on-one consulting. Many people get caught up in, well, do I need to have a what you call it, a certificate? It is good that you do, but it's not regulated. Let's be clear about that. So if you took a certification class, great. It is a great accountability, if you will, or it's a great way to say that I've been trained. But if you have been in business and you know that you have worked in a workforce for so many years, you should have some skill and knowledge, right? So you should be able to exactly coach someone in a particular service that you provide. I use Terry Lynn as an example, who is an educator, who is a trainer, who has taught people in her industry, as well as now in business. So they necessarily don't need to have to go to school to do that because she's already done the work. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for guys and people who are looking, how do I become a coach? Just begin to just provide get clear about the services that you're providing, and then you'll be able to do some coaching about your client. Now, this is the big deal. Don't go try to solve everybody's problem. You can only focus on one solution, one problem. Start there. I see a lot of people they do a whole bunch of stuff. They're selling Mary Kay. Then they are selling some other product. Just pick one. Pick one that you're completely sure about and that you can provide a service and solve that problem for your client. Number two, many people look over this great big opportunity, and that is having your own events. Now, I am a huge advocate of people, and Terry Lynn knows this, of having your own live events. I'm so positive about this. The reason why is that when you have your own live event, it serves two things. It serves right now money. That's number one. And number two, if you're providing a service and at the end or in the workshop or seminar, you provide another service, you created two streams in one resource. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So if you have a live event, you create revenue from the registration. That's number one. And then number two, when you have a live event, you want to make sure you're providing, again, solving a problem, and then you can upgrade or sell a different service, and you're making a second revenue doing that as well. Many people have live events. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be bold and say this. I see a lot of people having events who are charging $20 to attend or $15 to attend. And that's not even covering the expenses. It's not covering your expenses. So first of all, get clear about what your expenses are. Then secondly, be clear about what revenue do you want to create. And then you create the price. Do not pull a price out of your hat. You're going to be really in trouble. You're going to be really in trouble. So you need to do that. So instead of saying, well, my event is only $20, you really want to, first of all, get clear about what your expenses are. That's number one. And then two, what revenue do you want to bring in from having the live event? Also, let me share this. When you continue to do low-cost events, that's exactly what you're going to attract. People who are used to spending low investments and low money. If you're trying to really serve and make more money in what you're called to do, you got to create the platform where you are attracting the ideal client that has no challenges in investing in themselves. A lot of people, especially in the Christian arena, well, I just want to serve. I just want to help. Well, you're going to keep helping and not pay your light bill. And that is not the plan God has for you. So you have to really be bold about and confident in what he's giving you to do so you can serve them. So you want to not do things at a low cost. You want to do things where you are able to attract the clients and customers that are and will invest in themselves. All right. The next thing is number 3, is that I'm big about people creating their own products. Now, creating your own product, there's a lot of books being written, which is a great way to monetize your information knowledge. But I don't like to create books or write books for the sake of writing book. It's great to have autobiography. People love to hear your story. But again, as I said in the beginning, people are looking for solutions. So if you write a book, it could be simply a how-to book, a how-to, just say you do hair. You could do something like, the 10 ways to maintain natural hair. That's just an example. Or if you are a person that knows in business how to help people build their list, you can write a book about the 15 ways on the strategic plan on how to help build your list. Really simple things of that nature versus writing an autobiography. That's great. You're going to get a few sales, your friends, your family, your people you go to church with, but you want your product to sell repeatedly. And so you want to create something that will continue to sell. An example is I have a planner, and it's called the Be Your Own Boss Planner. And I strategically created it where the planner is an open planner. So I did not put dates. I allowed it to be sold year in and year out. That allows me to have a product that I can sell repeatedly. Because if I sell it only in the beginning of the year, then I can't sell it anymore. Because we already, just say for example, we get into March, well, people don't need a calendar that started in January. So I created a planner that's open. So that's just an example what I mean creating your own product. Another way of creating your own product is, as I said before, providing a solution to your clients. Providing a solution. I have a program called Be Your Own Boss. It is a 6-week business course to take you from 0 to approximately $3,000 a month. It's clear what I'm sharing that you can happen for you and generating revenue in your business, and it provides a solution. People keep trying to get clear on how to monetize their income, so that program provides that. So when you create your own product, be clear that it is providing a solution. The last part about creating a product, you could do a workbook or a guide, a step-by-step process, taking people through the step-by-step ways to answer their problem. So a workbook could be, and you could even put an audio with it. Like if you did an audio, 30-minute audio that packaged along with the workbook, then you can walk them through the steps, and then you can continually sell that. That's also to all my amazing, powerful speakers out there. You need to have product when you go do live events, when you're speaking at different, organizations and so on and so forth. You want to have your own product there so you can still create revenue. All right. So that leads into number 4 is speaking. All of us have an expertise or a knowledge in something, and someone wants to hear what you know. So you can speak about what you know. Speak about what you know. Don't speak about what you don't know, okay? But speak about what you do know. And when you speak about what you do know, again, people are going to want to invest and get the information that you have. So you may say, well, a lot of people don't want to pay for speakers. That's the purpose of having a product. That's the way you can monetize. So for example, if you get a speaking engagement, and it is in front of your ideal audience. Now that's the key word, in front of your ideal audience, and you have a product that serves them, then you can definitely maximize the opportunity by selling your product and the opportunity. Now, if you are speaking in front of an audience and they're really not your ideal audience, then you need to get paid up front. You need to get paid up. This is the bottom line. And so you may say, well, how much do I charge to be a speaker? Well, for me, my minimum is $500. It's the minimum that I would accept in front of an audience that really is not my ideal audience. Now, I'm not telling you to charge $500. But you definitely need to gauge the audience, gauge the conversation that you have with the potential organization that you're speaking for. But I do not advocate free speaking. I do not advocate it, not even a little bit, unless I'm able to monetize using my products and my services. Okay? I hope that makes sense, guys. So speaking, really speaking to your ideal audience, and there's always types of conferences that are going on, seminars, they're everywhere. Everybody's having an event somewhere, and they are looking for speakers with expertise, and so you're able to be a speaker to reach out to them. The number 5, which is the last, yes.
There's a question from Bill. He's asking, can you...
And from Mercedes.
Okay,
Mercedes had to leave, but Bill asked, can you help us identify the things that we know that might be monetized? And Bill, I think that's something that you can probably talk to Sheya with one-on-one. But Sheya, if you want to try and tackle that question before you hit point number 5, you have the floor.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. So for example, things that you can monetize, and it really is based on your expertise. So I wouldn't give you a answer that I don't know unless I know what you offer. But an example that things that you can monetize as a person, if you have a particular knowledge, as I said before, in a certain area, you can monetize that by having a workshop, as I mentioned before, having a seminar, doing an online teleclass or workshop or a webinar. That would be one way that you can monetize what you know. I use an example. One of my clients who is a coach, and she's helping people basically get it done. What I mean by that, people who are procrastinators, who don't have no accountability. She created a program that will give them accountability to get and commit to what they say they want to get done. So she monetized it, monetized the program to be for people to be accountable, to make sure they got what they need to get what they say they're going to get done. A lot of people don't have the accountability. So that's one way to monetize. I hope that answers your question in regarding to that. If you have a product that you sell, that's another way to monetize. Also, to do that. I know of people that, you're welcome. I see it. Okay, welcome. All right, so getting into number 5. It is really, guys, now this is for everybody, but definitely for my women out there. You know we love to hang out together. You know we love to gather and be in each other's living room or go out on girls' night or what have you. Here's the deal. If you have if you know that you can support your business women, your entrepreneurs, your friends, your family in a certain area, create your own mastermind group. Create your own group and charge for it. No more taking a phone call. Girl, what should I do? I don't know what I need to do. You need to be charging for that. And I know it may sound comical or funny, but I'm so real about this. It's not even funny. Because the thing about it is people will continue to take advantage of what your knowledge is and what you know if you don't create the atmosphere or the platform that, you know what I know is valuable. I worked hard for it. I put the time in for it. I went to school for it. I invested in it. So you got to pay me for it. No more. Let me take you to, you know how a lot of people say, well, let me take you to coffee and pick your brain. Oh my God. That just drives me insane when people say that. I think it's an insult for you to pick my brain. Well, for you to pick my brain, it's $197 an hour. There you go. You want to pick my brain? That's how we do it. And the reason why I'm so confident about that is that, again, think about all of the time you have put in the work to get where you are. Think about all the time you cried, stressing, trying to figure this out, and then we give it away for free? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I get it. You know, I want to serve. I want to be what God wants me to be. I get all that too. But again, we got to use wisdom, use knowledge. We're praying for $10,000 a month. And God said, okay, I'm going to give you a business. This business is going to help you generate $10,000 a month. And then you go away and give it for free? It doesn't make any sense. So what I'm saying to you, and these are just some really simple things that you guys can do now you can really hang up or get off this blab and say, you know what? I'm going to create me a group. This is what I'm going to offer. This is how much it's going to be. And I'm going to reach out to this group of people, tell them what I'm doing, and let's get started. It really is that simple. We make it difficult because we compare ourselves to what others are doing. We watch in the world and we just sit on the sidelines trying to do what everybody else is doing. Do what you've been called to do. Do it the way God has given you to do it. And you walk that out and be confident about it. What I get nervous when people talk to me and they're not clear or confident about what they're saying. So if they're not confident, I'm concerned. So if you're not confident, why am I investing in you? So I need you to be confident in what you're offering. And when you're confident in that, people will pay for it, especially if it's providing a solution to their problem. So guys, those are the quick things that I wanted to share. I don't want to make it really long, but they're really quick. Some really simple things that I know that can help you monetize your talent and your expertise. So any more questions out there? Or
this has been outstanding. And it's reminding us and keeping us on point.
Yes.
About different things, because we do need reminders, because sometimes people try and hijack our plan, or, well, no, we can't. We allow people to hijack our plan.
There you go. There you go.
Point, and we need to stay focused. So I'm doing a recap here.
Okay.
So the first thing you said was that we need to get clear on what problem we solve and be able to articulate it.
Yes.
If you don't know how to get clear, there are a few coaches that are probably on this blab that can help you get clear.
Yes.
You can ask Sheya, you can ask Tora, you can ask us, you can ask Billy, who's not here today. But if you need to get clear on what problem you solve, you need to reach out to somebody to help you get clear.
Yes.
And able to articulate what it is that you do. And you may not get it right the first time out. It may take you a while to clarify, because you need to get it clear in your head before you'll be able to get it clear out of your mouth. The second point was do some live events. Have your own live events. Woo!
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So enough said. Have your own live events. If you want details on how to do that, you need to reach out to Sheya. She will walk you through the process and teach you what to do. Okay. The third thing. Oh, and what I liked about the live events also was to be clear about your expenses. Didn't Jesus say something about you need to know what the cost of something is?
Consider the cost before you build the house.
Yeah, you need to
consider the house. Exactly.
And know what's happening. So counting up the cost and figuring out what it is that you do. And then let's see, be clear about your expenses, be clear about how much you want to make. That was really good.
Right. Yeah.
That was good. How much you want to make, because now you can determine all of that in there. In low-cost events, I put low-cost events in low-class talent.
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay. So stop giving it away for free. Create your own product. Creating your own product. You can do a book about your story. You can write a how-to book on how to do that. You can do a workbook, which gives them step-by-step instructions, and you can do an audio series. Come on now.
Yes.
This is doable stuff. All of this is doable. And then the fourth point was a speaking schedule, where you can go out and do your own speaking and then have products for that. Okay, somebody got something going on in the background?
Nope.
Sounds like a
you know what? That's outside. That's over here.
Okay.
I'm in my office upstairs.
Oh, and the people the tourists that I think the lawn people came. And then it says set your minimum and get a commitment. So you need to get a commitment as well. You know what I'm saying? Set your minimum price for what you're going to do for your speaking. I remember I heard, who was it? Les Brown said something to another person. Oh, this was Miles Monroe. Miles Monroe had been talking to Les Brown about speaking, and Miles Monroe, Les said, so what is your speaking fee?
Yes.
And Miles Monroe said, I think he said something about $2,500 or something. He said, is that your value? Is that what your value is? Is that what you think your value is? Is that how you value yourself? I was like, oh. And then Les Brown went on to tell him, I don't charge less than $25,000. I said, okay.
You won't even come out the house.
I was like, wow. But you have to start somewhere. And I like what Sheya said about where you make your value of yourself may change as you're going through this process. But the first thing you need to do is get out there and do this. And then the last thing that I heard her say was create your own mastermind group. I was like, dang, I mean, all these people coming to your house and just hanging out and talking. So, girl, how you do that? So, Sheya?
Yes, I'm here.
Ma'am?
The noise is gone.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we got some things to think about.
Absolutely. You know, as you said, you were saying about the speaking. I want to share a quick story. I went to this, I was asked to speak at a church. And the lady asked me and this was a couple of years ago. This is not now. And so she asked me what I speak. And she asked me, how much do you charge? And I said $75. What? But anyway, at that time, they were paying me $200. So I pretty much just lost $125. But yes, thank God she had enough grace to go on and pay me the $200, right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying to you, and someone put it in the group, is that we really have to value what God has given us and not be afraid. Many people are fearful of rejection. And because of the rejection, they don't say what they really want. And then they cause them to kind of back out and lowball it, if you will. So be bold, and if you start high. And one thing I would say about speakers, one of the great tools I learned is that when they ask you what do you charge, you can counteract by saying, what is your budget? And when you hear that, then they will say, well, our budget is $5,000. And guess what? Your budget is $5,000 too. So what I'm saying, it gives you an easier way to communicate, what you charge. So that's a great tool to use in order as a speaker, to get paid what you're worth. And yes, and back to the mastermind, absolutely. Girlfriends come over my house, and we're talking about business. It's a workshop,
And what I hear you say is that you can. It helps you get over the fear of having a larger mastermind group if you just treat the people that you associate with and take their crying sessions and what have you. You can practice there and start modeling that, because you are solving problems.
Right. Absolutely.
And
absolutely. Absolutely. You are solving a problem, for your ideal clients or what have you.
You hear Tora over here on the side. I carry my cardiologist business card, so when people have a heart attack from my prices, they can call her and I get a referral. Okay, Tora.
What'd she say? Oh.
He said that she carried her cardiologist business card with her. Hey, Arlene. We need. Okay, so a lot of people in here know about the Bible, so I'm gonna go here. What to do with the owner gave talents to 3 different people.
Mm-hmm.
He gave the one dude 5 talents, the other guy had 2, and then he gave the last guy 1 talent. The one dude went and hid it and stuck it in the ground.
Right.
Well, see, here's something that people don't realize. He knew each one of them, and he knew that they could handle what he was giving them.
Right.
And if he didn't know that they had the capability of dealing with that, he wouldn't have given it to them. So the thing that God has put in your hand and the thing that he's put in your heart, you can do that.
Yes.
You can do the thing. But you're digging a hole. Some people are digging a hole. Well, you know, I'm just going devaluing the thing that he put in you. And
right.
He apparently sees value in you for you to even have what you have to offer.
Right.
Solving problems for people.
Absolutely. You know what you're saying, Fran, it brings up such a powerful point. And I even said one time, it's almost like an epidemic. And to the point where many people that we speak to in regarding to not seeing themselves or what God has given them as a solution to their own problem. And it could go back as far as how we were taught. I mean, we could go through all of that. But as we move forward, and especially in the 21st century, as technology has expanded very fast and it's expanding, there's really no excuse anymore. It really isn't. And so when people come up with excuses about, you know, why they're where they are, my tolerance for it is like, I don't get it. I really don't get it, because technology is really, really advanced and we have access to it. Even a person on a corner who don't have a car have a phone. Yes. So if you got a phone, you on the internet some kind of way, and you know, with the Instagram or whatever that is Twitter and Facebook and all those tools that are available to us, and they are tools, not strategies. They are tools that we can use to really grow our business and really promote who we are. But it goes back to really believing in ourselves, believing in our value, and really trusting that God who created us and in all his wisdom that he would give us what we need, and be bold to walk it out.
Yes.
Confident in that. Yeah.
And Peaches, thank you for joining in. You know what? Fear is not an excuse anymore, because you can do stuff afraid. You know, it's not right. You walk across the street, get something, and the traffic is coming. You just prepare. You look both ways before you cross the street. Fear is no longer an excuse. We have to do stuff afraid. We got to get on a plane sometime, and maybe we don't like flying. It's no excuse. Get on the plane.
And ours is not the spirit of fear, right?
Exactly. But even power. Sometimes you're going to have to
have a sound mind.
Afraid.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to be afraid when your knees is knocking, your palms are sweating. You do it anyway. Ask for that minimum.
Absolutely. And you know what? Like you just said it, Fran and Terry Lynn, fear it really is an excuse, because fear is not going to pay your bills. It really isn't. You're going to stay in the situation that you're in if you decide, and that's where there is help and support, that accountability for you to help you get past your the anxiety or even caring about what other people think. A lot of people really care about what others think, and they get caught up in that. And again, as I said earlier, comparing ourselves. So it's not going to pay the bills. And so if you take anything away from today, is push past the fear. If you got to watch this blab 100 times, do whatever you need to do. If this is the only tool that you can invest in at this time, then watch it 100 times till you get enough courage to do what you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Because fear is a lot easier to push through than desperation. If you don't act, you could end up seriously desperate, okay? And people could smell desperation. It is not cute. Okay.
Yeah, so, you really pushing past the fear is something we do it every day.
In one form or another.
We do
absolutely.
We do stuff. Okay. And you've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, I have to do it. Yep, Leah, you're absolutely right. You can smell desperation on people. Well, I got to get this sale, but going in with some confidence is going to require practice. You gotta practice at it. You gotta practice saying your minimum. And here's what I would tell you: get in the mirror and start practicing saying your minimum.
Yes.
Oh, my fee is this.
Right.
Tell me what's your budget. Start practicing what you're going to say before you even get into the situation. And that takes off a whole lot of the anxiety, because you've already practiced it. And get in that mastermind group and y'all practice on one another.
Absolutely.
And don't wait till it's perfect to act. We keep trying to perfect everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when other companies that succeed start in beta and they grow from there, we're on Blab in beta.
And Blab be changing stuff every week. You'd be like,
they're building it as they go.
Absolutely. Yes, that is such a great point. I have the Business Institute, right? Mm-hmm. It really started last year. And every month I had a training. I didn't care if I had 5 people to 20 people. I did it every month, right? Mm-hmm. Consistently. And then when this year came, the prices will increase because, first of all, people were getting solutions answered. They were launching their business, writing their own books, building their own platform. And through the time, I'm like, okay, it's time to elevate. It's time to go to the next level. And guys, everybody is not going to follow when you decide to shift. And it really is okay. Yeah. You don't want, you just you want the people who are ready anyway. You don't have time to be, it's like the Bible, the 5 wise who had that oil, and there was 5 who didn't. So the 5 who didn't, guess what? They got lost. You can't carry nobody. The only person you got enough to carry for is yourself. Exactly. So you really have to, you want people who are ready to move forward and do it. So don't get concerned about the masses. Only focus on who is ready to move forward and not be worried about, they don't want to pay, and my community, they don't want to pay for this. You know what? It's irrelevant. Really, it is.
It is.
So.
Yeah. Or change your community. Maybe that's not the community that you're really talking to.
Yes.
Maybe you're just used to talking to that community. Right. I remember a wise coach told me, if you want to make money, you got to get out the house.
Yeah. Exactly.
And men, you really have to do that. Now, I'm going to go over here and I'm writing a book on this, and it's not out yet, but we talked about the harvest. And we talk about, Lord, thank you so much for the harvest. And I thank you for the harvest. But we ain't ready for the harvest.
No, we're not.
You know why? Sure. It's like doing a peach tree. Okay, so I'm gonna do this really quick. You plant you got to put your imaginations on, put on your oculuses or whatever. Put on your imagination. So, and close your eyes. Now you're taking a peach seed and you planted the peach seed in the ground, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Now you watered the seed, you got sunshine, the soil is fertile, and the tree grew up, right? So now you no longer have one peach seed, you now have a tree with peaches on it. And maybe you planted 2 or 3 peaches on it, right? Okay, or 2 or 3 peach trees. And if you did that, you now have thousands of peaches, correct? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so now the peaches are there. It's harvest time. So what are you going to do? Somebody got to get up in that tree and get the peaches down.
Right.
Somebody needs to put them in a basket. Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to take them to the market.
Right.
Somebody need to make some peach pie, peach cobbler, peach juice, peach ice cream, peach something, and sell it to the market.
Right.
If you do not get those peaches off that tree, they're going to drop to the ground. And now you stepping all in peach juice. The birds are happy because they got peaches, but everybody, but the harvest is all over the ground.
Yeah.
So are you really ready for the harvest? Because you got to go to work. And you got to work with somebody, because you got to hire somebody to go up in the tree. That's called seasonal workers. You got to go get somebody to get the peaches off the tree, put them in the bushel, take them to the market, sell them to whoever. So the people who do not have peaches on the other side of the country can now enjoy peaches.
Right.
That's more work than you putting that peach seed in the ground.
Absolutely. Exactly. And you know, you brought a really good point about people working. People, you know, sometimes get afraid of the work because it is a lot. It's a commitment.
Yep.
And you have to commit to it. Ooh. I mean, what the Word of God says, the harvest is plentiful. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to go around, but the laborers are few. Okay, so there's enough people like, well, she's coaching, that person coaching. That there's so much people that need things. It's just really unreal. I mean, as I said before, God in His infinite wisdom, everybody got enough to serve. Everybody. So there's plenty enough for us to do what we need to do. Again, serve and be what God has called us to do, and work. Yeah. And work and be committed to working and not be afraid of it. And I'm not going to tell you it's an easy time. Mm-hmm. Life is always going to happen. I was just telling my business partner earlier, people look at life as trials. You know, we go through different trials and situations. So then they get this mindset, oh, I'm being attacked by the enemy. And I'm not downgrading that as if you're not going through something. Mm-hmm. But everybody is going through something. You're not exempt, and life is going to happen anyway, but you have to choose to decide that I'm going to push past this. I'm going to keep going, because if I don't keep going, I'm going to stay stuck, and then I don't get the results that I need when I'm staying stuck. Yeah. And I'm passionate about, as you can see, about people living in lack, because there's no reason why. It really isn't. And I heard somebody say the poor will be with us always. Well, I'm not going to be with them. So that's it. So that's the choice I made.
And then you have to get out there, and you got to go do the work. And what you told us today, the 5 points you gave us today, was do the work.
Yeah, do the work.
He's already deposited everything in you. Mm-hmm. Go do the work. Get out the house. Set up your speaking schedule. Set up and create your mastermind group. Get your products together. If you don't know how to do any of that, you need to call one of us. We will help you get it done. And that's where you see, calling somebody for help is like going to get the laborers to help you. Like when Jesus borrowed Peter's boat and said, "Okay, put down the net so you can catch the fish."
Right.
Okay, so Peter put down the raggedy net, so it started breaking, because Jesus don't know what he's talking about. He's a fisherman. How he gonna know?
Right.
And I done fished all night and we didn't catch anything. So he don't know what he's talking about. So he puts down the raggedy net, and the red net start breaking. Then he had to call for who? The partners to come help him.
Yes.
So here's the other thing. You got all these fish. Now what they gonna do with all the fish? Eat it all? No. They need to send that fish to market. Pack it in salt. Pack it in ice. Or they didn't have ice, so you had to pack it in salt and get it to market and have it. He had to call partners to do that. So you might need to call a coach to help you get that stuff out.
Yeah, you will have to call one.
So you need a cheerleader, you need a coach. So you've already made a decision, you got clear on what it is that you do. Do your live events. You need to have people help you with that.
Yes.
You need to have people help you write a book. There are people in this community that we are connected with that can help you do every part of the thing that you need help with. Sheya happens to have done all of this. reach out to her, call her.
Mm-hmm. Sheya,
please call me.
Sheya, do you have a book project going on now?
I do. I'm so excited about the book project. It is being released. It's called Stand Up, Be Heard. It's going to be 16 authors. The book is due to be released January the 30th. Here in the greater Sacramento area, we have a live Empowerment Women's event. And it's going to be a powerful time. We got great speakers, great testimonies that you will hear. And that is one of the tools that I use to help build platforms for our authors and speakers and coaches, and for them to become authors, become an expertise in their own industry. And so really excited about that. You can learn more about that at standupbeheardbook.com. Spell it just like you said, standupbeheardbook.com, and you'll get to see all the authors there, even how to register for the event. If you are in our area, it's only $45 to attend, and it's from 10 to 3. So if you have been called to be an author, a speaker, you know that God has given you some tools, you need to be at this event. That's it.
Cool. And Sheya, I'd like to help you with another aspect that on the technology side. I'm going to give you a little tip. You videotape that and post that somewhere. And charge somebody to watch the video.
Oh, you know what? Let me share this. Now, I love videos. Let me just share this. I love it. So I will do it. I will do it today. I will do a video to come watch this video, right? That's what you said, right?
Yeah. To, you know what I'm saying? So like because we have a lot of people from all over the country that may not be able to get to Sacramento, but still want to participate in your Stand Up and Be Heard event.
Yes, it is going to be recorded live. Yes, it is.
Cool.
It is going to be recorded live. We're definitely going to do that. We're going to be using live stream. So yeah, I got somebody on my team to help me with the technology part, but
good.
We're getting a little better at it.
Good.
But thank you for that. Yes, that is awesome.
That's gonna be and we have. I'm liking this. I like the fact that we can help people, bring people together. You all definitely need to come back tomorrow. We got a little nugget for you that you're really gonna like. And people like Sheya are here for us. You are here for somebody else. So we may be calling on anybody that's sitting here in the room. Jackie, you know what I mean about Jackie is the planning queen. If you ever want to plan and organize, you need to talk to Jackie. Tora is a mentor who's helping. She's on another quest right now. And Tora was on, she had gone through the network marketing world, and she shared with us how that she was able to take what she learned there to get her where she is now in her own business and seeing her own value. So those labs are available in replay.
Tora is connected to music. So if you're interested in, music, you might want to talk to her. She's done radio.
Oh, wonderful.
Go check her out.
Yes, because we got people who sing, we got people who preach, we got all kind of people that can help us, and we need help with every facet of the business. See, business is multifaceted. You got to attract people, so you need somebody who knows marketing. You got to monetize business, so Sheya talked to us about that. You need to know how to keep your schedule together. There's Jackie. Do you understand? There's so many facets. I don't know nothing about music business, but Tora is here to do that. So we got people in the room that can help do what we need to do. You need a cheerleader, you need a coach, you need some help with the harvest.
Right. Is there a question? I think it says, is that Bright Star Mercedes?
Yes, she's not on anymore, but go ahead and answer her question because she may come back and watch it on replay.
Oh, really quick. I think the question says, how do you market yourself if you approach business from a passion, not from a problem-solving approach? That's a very good question. How do you find a problem How do you find a problem to solve from your passion? Very, very powerful, great question. What I want to say, if for those that may resonate with that, is that your passion, at the end of the day, it needs to solve a problem.
Yeah.
And it needs to be communicated as that you solve a problem. I am passionate about supporting people in business and helping them create revenue. And so, but it solves a problem. So I'm not sure what her passion is, but you got to get coached around how that passion becomes a problem solving, so you could generate revenue. If not, it becomes a hobby. That's exactly what it would be. So you have to decide how to make that out of a problem, solve the problem. If not, then you just got a great expensive hobby you're doing.
And Robin is over here from Robin's World, says, even if you are an artist, though, you can solve a problem. Yes. You provide a way to help others relax by enjoying your art. You are absolutely correct.
Yes, absolutely. That's great, Robin.
Yeah.
Great.
Especially with art. You know what I mean? Because you can go to, I would love to have a beach scene in my office all the time.
Right.
Just the beach and the ocean, I'm cool. And when I find things having beautiful views, things to look at helps you think more clearly. So yes. Robin, you are absolutely right with your comment about that. People, oh, hey, Coach Vicky, there's the passions that you have, the thing that makes you angry, or the thing that irks you, or the thing, that's probably the problem you're called to solve.
Right.
Can't stand when stuff is convoluted. Me and Terry is like, oh, can you please get to the point? So right. Everything that we do is going to get to a point so that you have clear solutions that you can use today for your business. Mm-hmm. Little strategies that you can go, oh, I got that. And you can put it into use today, not having to go drudge through a big library to find an answer. That's why
yes.
We do what we do.
Yes. And that's what I loved about the tips you gave today, Sheya. It's just
good.
All in English. I love it.
Yeah.
Clear and straightforward. Hey, Rick, thank you for joining us. So today is, so we got about 2 minutes. Is there anybody who maybe want to sit in the chair and share what they've learned? What's the one thing that you're going to take away today? What's the one thing? You can put it on the side, or if somebody wants to join in on the chair. What's the one thing? Do you always close out blabs, Rick?
What does that mean?
What's the one thing you will take away today? Everybody can post it on this. Hey, graphic designer. You know what, Rick? I might want to talk to you. And yeah, Rick, one thing. I would like to talk with you because we need to talk about graphic design. And let me put my cat down. Be right back. Okay. And then who is this gentleman here or lady? I need to see something. So 3 days on Blab. And tell me, Aaliyah, is that your name? Is that correct, Aaliyah? I learned to and always do what God has called me to do.
Yes.
Yep. Because that's the only person that you can be. I am not sure. I think so. Is this you wanting to get in the chair? Nope, I don't think that's you. I think that's a different you. Okay. Because there's somebody else named Aaliyah, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So normally, a good thing to do is if people who are commenting on the side, we invite them to be a part of the chair. The reason for that is it keeps down the trolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't have time for trolls today. So thank you all for tuning in. And please come back. Follow somebody on here. Follow one another on here. Fear does not pay the bills. Okay, so that's the one thing Jackie got.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Kirsten is your one thing. Learn to do just you, and always do always what God has called you to do. Very good. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. We always gonna give you time to go back on your day. Time is not a renewable resource, and the fact that you spent some time with us is greatly appreciated. Sheya, thank you for taking out an hour of your time to share with our audience. And we definitely appreciate the insight that you've given us. We will talk to you all tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow. We got a special surprise lined up, some information that you're going to enjoy. So thank you once again. Go to the front of your own.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go to the front of your own life.
Awesome.
Thursday, make it a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
See you at 10.
All right.
Bye-bye, Sheya. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.